Hi, folks. I'm John Mullen, the Energy Evangelist, and this is my friend.
Hi, I'm Laura Short, the Queen of Green at Heart.
And together, we're clearly net zero. So today, we're actually wanting to have a bit of a chat about all the garbage which is in the news at the moment.
Yeah, it might be more of a rant than a chat, but...
Well,
I'm poorly. Just excuse me.
But what we're looking at, there's talk about not stopping the use of petrol and diesel in the near future. It's just sort of
5 years.
Yeah. And we're just sort of going, we seem to be progressing at a reasonable pace. Some people are saying it's too quick. Some people are saying it's too slow. What's the right answer?
It's too slow. That's my answer. And I'm sticking to it.
Laura's going to be blunt today.
I am, absolutely. I just think it's an absolute joke. Not only just to push it back by 5 years, which it won't just be 5 years. When the time comes, it'll be another 5 years. And I think all it's doing is just prolonging the agony, and we are just going to see transfer of wasted money from not developing EV cars to having to deal with extremes of weather, natural disasters, and where we're spending in one area, we're not saving in another, and it's going to cost a fortune.
Yeah. That's the hard reality of it. Yes, I can appreciate that some people are saying it's too expensive, but at the moment, we're actually getting off quite lightly. There's so many changes happening. If we went to the likes of Bangladesh, about a third of the country is starting to have big problems because things are being washed away. And yet we're saying it's not a problem.
Yeah. What we're saying is it's not a problem for us here in the UK, where everything's nice and comfortable for those that can afford it to be nice and comfortable. Yeah. Unfortunately, the reality for the vast majority of people is very, very different.
Unfortunately, yes. And we don't want to be the bringing bad news to you, but we do need to make changes.
Yeah. And we're not saying everyone go out and buy an electric car because you'll save the planet. What we're saying is those who can do that, and everybody else, just do what you can. Yeah. Is that increase your recycling at home, which the government seems to have done a U-turn on that? Is it possibly buy a bit more seasonally so that you're not having to pay the price of imported goods? There's lots and lots of little things that people can do in their day-to-day lives that will make a difference. It doesn't have to be as expensive as buying an electric vehicle. Yeah, that's a great idea, and we would encourage those that can afford it to do it. But we all have to make a change so that the whole industry is reducing, not just a small percentage at the top that can afford it.
Yes. And on that point, what we really are strongly against is that we're allowing heavy industry to actually go, well, we don't have to spend any more changes. We're not being forced to change.
Yeah. And again, that problem just lies in the fact that heavy industry and large global organizations fund politics.
Yes.
It might be controversial. Some people might not agree, but it's a fact.
Yeah.
So
and
that's why it's happened.
And we want to help people move from the grassroots. Yeah. We want to make changes. We want to change ourselves so that we become an example to other people. And we want to learn from each other. We want to help each other. We want to walk alongside each other. Those are the important things. But whenever our leaders are going, well, I've got an extra few thousand in my pocket and I don't care, that's not acceptable.
No, absolutely not. and we want to do as much as we can to help small businesses reduce their running costs. So at the end of the day, they can turn around and say whatever they like to people in government. That's me being polite.
She's trying to hold back.
I am.
But yes, we don't. This shouldn't be a political decision.
No.
This is a reality
It's a
decision.
global decision. It's a decision made by the people that live on this planet that aren't going to be living on this planet much longer if it gets any warmer.
Yes.
So it shouldn't be something the government can opt in and out of whenever they feel like it, depending on who's in power and which direction they want to put their funding. It should be a decision made globally that we have to do this.
Yes. So I think,
excuse me for being blunt.
I think we have been reasonably forward today.
But let's stir things up. Why not be a bit controversial when you're suffering from tonsillitis?
And then I'll keep away from it. Okay, folks, I think we've said enough for today. But
let's keep the conversation going. So comment below if you want to put your opinion forward as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Always happy to answer differences of opinion.
Definitely, because we want to get it right.
Yeah, definitely.
So email us, talk to us on the website, or talk to us on LinkedIn. Just, make sure that you are making the right decisions for you, and keep on pushing forward, because we want to make changes.